Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Sarah Bernard. My guest is the Director of Health for the City of St. Louis, Dr. Fredrick Echols, and we're learning about the measles outbreak that is taking place right now around the country. And how much are we seeing of it right now in St. Louis?
So to date, no measles cases have been reported in the city of St. Louis. However, the city of St. Louis Department of Health continues to inform its residents and laypersons throughout the community of the importance of becoming vaccinated, and also for individuals that are planning any travel over the upcoming months. We're also informing them or advising them about the need to review the vaccination records for adults as well as children to make sure they're properly vaccinated prior to traveling.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So how many times do we need to be vaccinated against measles? Is it just once as an infant, or does it repeat throughout?
So to complete the series, it's actually a 2-dose series. And so once an individual completes those 2 doses, essentially 99% of individuals develop what we call considered passive immunity after they complete the vaccination series. Passive immunity means that an individual can receive a vaccine and not actually contract the actual disease and develop immunity.
So is it possible that adults of a certain age maybe never were vaccinated? I don't know when these vaccinations started.
That could be a possibility, but that tends to be a little bit more rare.
Okay.
Yeah, especially with the school education requirements. So a lot of educational institutions require that students be vaccinated with MMR prior to starting.
Okay, and are there any certain travel areas that are high risk right now? I know we've heard about outbreaks in New York, we've heard about them in LA. Is there any other place, or are those even areas that we should be concerned about?
So certain areas in New York and certain areas in Seattle, as well as some other jurisdictions in the U.S. Have active outbreaks. And so individuals, if they aren't familiar with where those outbreaks are occurring, they can go to the CDC's website, cdc.gov, and there's plenty of information for individuals to learn about or learn about the areas that are experiencing active outbreaks.
Right, so if you've been vaccinated and you can check your records with your doctor, there is no need to be concerned about travel, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, but let's talk about how we prevent it in it starts with infants, right?
Absolutely. So the most effective way at this point in time for individuals to protect themselves against measles and other vaccine preventable diseases is to get vaccinated. And so the CDC, as well as the American the CDC has special guidelines so that individuals know exactly what the vaccination schedule should look like and when infants and children should receive them.
Okay, and like you said, the schools have guidelines. So typically, a child can't enter a preschool or kindergarten without having the correct immunization records. There's children that are homeschooled, and that might be an area of concern where those children may not have that stopgap to make sure that they have the right vaccinations. So what would you suggest in that case?
You're absolutely correct. And so our advice to parents who decide to homeschool their children is that, although they're being homeschooled, they also go out into the community. And so the likelihood that they can be exposed to a vaccine preventable disease is still likely. And so our recommendation is for them to adhere to the vaccination guidelines that have been established and make sure their children are properly vaccinated.
Okay, very good. All right, any other tips for our community as we dive into summer?
Well, it's nice to have fun, but we also want everyone to be safe. We want to make sure that we're doing the best that we can to make sure that individuals stay healthy while they're enjoying this.
Dr. Echols, thank you so much for joining us today and bringing us information. We love all the great information that you all from the Department of Health bring to STL TV and to our viewers. So thank you so much. And the City of St. Louis Department of Health seeks to build always healthy communities and is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. located at 1520 Market Street in room 4051. So for more information, you can stop in or give them a call at 314-612-5100 or visit their website. And there's more STL Live after this, so please stay tuned.